Hello, Hola, Konnichiwa, Ciao, Salaam, Namaste. Peace to all. Ours is not a better way. Ours is simply another way. And what we're going to discuss is simply about what love is in a sense. Because for most of us, due to what our family might tell us, our parents, our pastors, our ulamas, whoever it is you have in your religious organization, they might tell you something, your family, your parents, everyone might say the same thing. But the question is, does it really work? When we give an example about what's been happening simply in America with the divorce rate, it's 59%. And most people in their life have a difficult time being with a person nonetheless. And many even wonder how others who are older than them or just decently have been together for a while, how they're able to last. And there's a few things that make it up for us, but one of the things we always have to get out of our head is the fact that love is not a business contract, and most of us won't say it's not like that, but the way we treat it is exactly like that. If he doesn't take me to dinner, I won't kiss him or let him have fun with me, or if she doesn't let me do this with her, then I'm not going to talk to her again. We do this all the time, in a sense. If I'll give you some of this if you give me some of that. And truly, that's not what love is. Giving back and forth. It is a experience between people, in a sense, loving who they are. And that expresses the freedom of what you truly are as a person, allowing yourself to both together share that. To be free to do what you wish in a relationship and still be close like that. And to see it as much more than what most people tell you it is. Because most people will tell you that there are certain limitations because of this or that love makes you feel, of course, and always, this is always true. It makes you do things you don't like about yourself. When you're in marriages or certain relationships. So, in a sense, it becomes limited. When you limit love for what it truly is, in a sense, telling someone they can't do this or they can't do that, you stop truly knowing what love really is in its fullest essence. In my experience alone, it wasn't so easy trying to love someone because of the fact that there were many times I got hurt and many times I would just give my heart away. And there were many times I just wanted to love somebody. And because people put rules and regulations, and you have to wait, and you have to do this, it became limited. But love is unlimited. To love someone, it should be who you truly are. Just knowing a person, wanting to know everything about them, and them knowing everything about you. It's unlimited in its fullest essence. And not only on top of that, when we're talking about like its eternality. What do I mean by that? The expression of how you give that love. I go by the saying, what you give unto others, you give to yourself. And I actually talked about this on my broadcasting channel. Check it out. It's the Pink Elephant in the Room conversation. It will be in the description down below. But when we talk about the science of it, for instance, many of us judge others. And because we judge other people, we see that within ourselves. We judge ourselves. And there's a perfect science. There's no need to really even go into much detail. It's the simple science of it that we literally do that. That What you give onto others, you give to yourself. It could be simply the girl who gossips or says something about someone judgmentally they have no clue about, or simply the guy who doesn't like the kid who he believes is a nerd, but he might be a pretty cool person. And because we judge those people, whether many people know or not, many of those people judge themselves for who they are. It could be because of the environment and whatnot, but they do that consistently, giving into a cycle. Love, in a sense, is like the same thing. It's a cycle. For example, when we talk about eternality, I mean, if you were unconditionally loving to everybody, how would you act? How would you be acting every day? Think about it. Act like that every day, and you'll notice the difference. And not only on top of that, being oneness with yourself. I mean, meditating, going within yourself, as I say. To know thyself is to know the Creator within. When you go within yourself, I meditate, for example, I meditate in the morning, 20 minutes in the morning and 20 minutes in the evening. And sometimes I do it 3 to 4 times a day, give or take my day. I do that because of how much I love myself, to know how beneficial that is to me. When you love yourself first, unconditionally, no matter the circumstances, you are willing to give that love to another person to know more that that is truly who you are as a person. Give to another what you give to yourself. And that's what I give to myself. I give that love to others to know I have it for myself. And because of that, it gives the eternality of giving to others consistently. Like a figure eight, or like a figure eight. It's infinite. It's constantly in motion. And when you look into that, the next question to ask yourself is, if everybody in the world was you, and they all had different problems, how would you treat yourself? When I heard that question, I was like, oh, wow. Because I treated a lot of people very judgmental and very brutally when I was younger. In my experience and in my journey as I was growing. And because of that, it took me a very hard time to love myself because of my judgment upon others. I didn't understand that. And I go by a saying, what you don't know is what you don't know, and what you don't know can kill you. And I put at the end of that literally, know thyself and you will know the Creator within. When you find that oneness in others, that they're just you in a sense, you'll realize that in essence, which would be better to give to that person, no matter who they are, the poison or the antibiotic. Whether it's a wounded version or a hurt version of you, or just simply someone going through issues like you, how would you treat that person? In my experience, even to this day, I treat people with a lot more care and kindness. But don't get me wrong. That doesn't mean I'll allow you to step over me. But I do love people unconditionally, with great care. And to know not to judge yourself on top of all of that is the only possible way you're going to grow that unconditional love within yourself, of what love truly is. Because most of us make love, in a sense, with unconditional love with conditions, when that isn't what love truly is in its best and highest form. So look within yourself, knowing the beauty within who you are as a person, and know that you are love in your highest form. And love yourself unconditionally, with no judgment. Giving yourself that full freedom in unlimited potential and eternality to become more of the oneness of who you truly are as a person. Because all of us deserve that. And all of us are gods, goddesses, and creators on the planet. So to everybody out there, have a good morning, have a good afternoon, and have a good night. Okay. Namaste.